Good afternoon, this is Clipper Editor Justin Graeber with your update for Friday, February 26th. This has been something of a busy week, actually. We've had quite a few interesting town meetings since the Clipper's publication. On Tuesday night, the Community Preservation Committee held a public hearing and finalized their articles for this year's town meeting warrant. The projects the group is supporting this year include window restoration at the First Parish Church, a restoration project at the Isaac Keene Barn at Camp Wing, the continuation of the historical homes, historical property surveys, and the purchase of a former cranberry bog on Congress Street for open space reasons, and an affordable housing project at the former Grange building on Franklin Street. That's been kind of an interesting project. They were originally, it's where the Grange and the former firehouse, which has now been torn down, are. They had a deal, I guess, for Habitat for Humanity to come in there and do something, and that fell through, so they're trying to get something done to get 2 units of affordable housing into that place. On Wednesday night, the architects that were hired to conduct the school building feasibility survey that was approved at town meeting last year made their presentation. That story will be covered in full in this week's Clipper, but I thought one of the more interesting ideas that came out of that night was the idea of a combined middle school and high school. I think that may be tough to swallow for some people around here just because it's not what exists now, but the community would be able to save some money in that they would have some shared spaces that could be used by both the middle school and the high school, like an auditorium and a gym or a cafeteria. And I think with the pack there already, there might be some cost savings there, which would make that project a lot easier to swallow. And then again on Thursday night, told you it was a busy week, the Zoning Board of Appeals met with the developers of Island Creek North to try to finally finalize the Island Creek North project. As you may know, that project has they've been going back and forth over the details. They thought it was done, and then they had to reopen the public hearing. They don't seem too far apart. From my sleep-deprived brain, from what I got from the meeting. And some members of the ZBA, even flat out said that they would like to see this project succeed, but with a 40B project where it's a comprehensive permit and the ZBA kind of has to do everything, there's just a lot of details to be worked out. So they stayed well past midnight trying to get that done for a noon deadline today on Friday. That didn't quite happen, so the public hearing is going to be continued to Monday, 7:45 at the Senior Center in the Ellison Room. There's a couple of, in addition to that, there's a couple of other important meetings coming up on Monday. There will be a public update of the school district's high-end learner program. Caused some controversy last year. They're going to present an update of that program at 7 o'clock in the DMS auditorium. There's also a Board of Selectmen's meeting, 7 o'clock in the Mural Room, and a school committee meeting will be held Wednesday, 7 p.m. at the Alden School. The other announcement that I wanted to make this week was that I've finalized the date for our Clipper Candidates Forum. We do traditionally hold this forum the Wednesday after town meeting. It's interesting, the moderator's always kind of been nice to us that he will skip over town meeting if town meeting goes a couple extra days. They'll go straight from Tuesday to Thursday so that we can have this candidates forum. And that will start at 7:30 in the Mural Room. It will be broadcast live over local cable access and then hopefully replayed as the week goes on. Since we have less contested races than last year, I thought I'd give our uncontested races a chance to just make a brief statement, and then we'll go right into the contested races. We'll start with moderator and then move on to school committee and selectmen. I am always looking for questions to ask. We'll have a panel of some Clipper staffers as well as members of the community. I'm always looking for questions to ask the candidates, so if you have any ideas, please shoot me an email, editor@duxburyclipper.com. Well, that's it for this week's update. I'll look for coverage of these stories and more in this week's Clipper.